Yo, it's your boy Kilo, man. 49ers Team Squad. Make sure you hit like, man. Woo!
You can't handle the truth.
Young Purple, Cali.
49er Faithful, it's your boy Chili Will, and it's time for the 49ers Street Squad pre-game huddle. And guess what? NFC Championship, baby, on Sunday, 3:30. 49ers taking on the Rams, and you know how we do it, man. It's time to get into it, talk about it, and be about it, you know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and bring in my special guest, my man, Mr. Antonio Avello, man. Come on in.
What's up, Chili Will? Are you ready for this game?
Man, you don't even know the half of it, man. My nerves have been kind of rattling, you know, in a good excitement way, you know, and can't wait to get down there, be with the faithful, man, and man, turn this thing out, man. It's going to be the Red Out weekend.
Red Out, man. I think that we got more ticket sales than Rams fans right now, so they're pretty scared. They're pretty scared out there. I think we're coming, man, and I think everybody's staying for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, we're making the plans now. You might as well, right? I mean, you know, especially for the folks that you know are really coming from long distance. They probably want to stay there for an extra couple of weeks. Why not? If they, you know, if they can, you know, it'd be awesome.
This is the game. This is, you know, the birth to the Super Bowl. This is the path to it. We, you know, can we beat the Rams a 7th time in a row? And I mean, we're talking about the festivities, the people that are going to be out here, some of the events. It hasn't even kicked in. I've been so busy this week preparing for stuff. You've been busy with the trying to just make sure all our loose ends are all good before we go on this trip. And it's just an amazing time. I think when we get there, it's going to just start sinking in.
Yeah. Definitely. And like I said, you know, it's just going to be a whole great weekend of festivities, of course, you know, which we'll touch on later because, you know, you're kind of like the man, you know, part of the Night Empire organization and, you know, help putting a lot of that together. We're going to have the invasion party going on right at Tom's
Watch Bar. Yeah.
And, you know, we were there last time, you know, when we were in LA and that was often popping and, you know, the faithful turned out strong and it was just a great time, man. But man, Antonio, I'm just telling you,
I can't wait,
man. I can't wait, bro. I'm just like, you know, I just want to just explode right now. You know, this is excitement. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to maintain myself. You know, get ready for this trip. Gonna be flying out here on Friday, and you know, gonna make our way down there and stuff. It's gonna be fun stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Man, I don't even think everything's sunk in. I've been so busy this week. I know you've been busy this week. It's not even sunk in yet, man. And until you get on that plane, bro, that's when it's going to be like, oh my gosh, we're going to the championship game. Yeah. And you know, I've been having moments in between, you know, working and whatnot, where I'm like sitting here thinking of, dude, we don't get too many of these. We don't get too many of these games, man. And so it's just a lot to comprehend. It's a lot to go over. And it's like, you know, you're in this moment where it's like, hey, we can't mess up. We already got this far. So, you know, I think that's where the fan base is right now. I think that's where the faithful is looking at this stuff at a must win. No, nothing but Super Bowl or bust.
That's right. Just like they've been saying, man, we ain't done yet. We are not done yet. And it's time to go in and into our second home, SoFi Stadium. You know what I'm saying? That everybody's been clowning since the last time we were there. These guys making such a big effort trying to keep the 49er faithful out, which we know is going to happen. It actually just kind of lit a fire, I think, under the faithful now and just wanting to get, you know, oh, you're trying to keep us out, huh? So let me get some more tickets, the boys, and we all coming up there now. You know, I wasn't going to, but now you're trying to kick us, you know, not let us get tickets and be able to get inside for the game, you know, that's not happening.
Right.
It's not happening, man. And you know, the faithful, man, we, you know, they, like you said, they reported about almost like, so far they said like about what, 48% or something like that, you know, of faithful buying tickets for the game. So, I mean, that's almost half the stadium right there. So now, you're talking about, I actually think it'll be more than that, you know, because I don't think they're
48%.
including like, Yeah, I don't think they're including the people, the 49 faithful fans that already live down there that will be attending the game. So I want to say almost like I think we're looking at maybe 55, could be 60%. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, what is StubHub saying? This is the biggest sale of the history of StubHub, right?
The biggest sale.
And let's talk about that. The reason is because Ticketmaster put a block for 24 hours, but StubHub didn't. So here's where the media kind of makes me mad. If you buy tickets, because we've been digital at Levi since the start of Levi. I didn't like that. I miss collecting my ticket stub, right? So Levi was one of the first stadiums that had to do this digitized ticket. So when you have a digitized ticket, you know how that works. You can get a ticket on game day. There's always resale tickets. It's never sold out. People are always selling something. So the thing is there's also not just Ticketmaster. There's StubHub and there's everybody else. So if they put a block on that, you just go to the other site. And so it looks like StubHub got a lot of sales because information is misleading. And then Ticketmaster said, hey, we're not going to do this anymore, because they started seeing the sales go elsewhere, and money talks with these companies. So hopefully they learn a lesson. They should never block the Niners out again.
Yeah, exactly. But I got friends, people, everybody, family, even Jonathan's gonna definitely try to make it on down and stuff. And he was even hitting me up like, man, get your tickets yet, or when you plan on getting tickets? I said, man, brother, listen, there's a few ways. There might be some blessful, lucky ways, that you might be able to score some tickets, which are, if you do attend, right, the 49 Invasion.
49 Invasion.
They plan on giving away some tickets, I think, for the game. I don't know how many pair. Yep. Usually it's like one pair, but I think for this game they might give maybe more than one. I'm hoping. So I haven't really got the details on that, but I know for a fact they will be giving away some tickets. So if you come to the Niner Invasion, come to the party, get the raffle ticket. You might have a chance to get in there for free. And probably get some real good seats too. Also, I had posted on my Twitter. 49 Chili 49ers on Twitter that Vivid Seats actually was giving away a like kind of $1,000 bonus certificate, to go to any tickets that you might buy. So, I think you have now and till today, Friday, to fill that out and be able to score some tickets. So look into that. Another opportunity, of getting the chance of getting a good deal, better deal on some tickets, if they're practically paying for for you. So that works out pretty good. So, you just gotta, like you said, you just gotta know how to kind of keep an eye out and play it. Everybody's gonna be kind of looking. Hopefully they will drop a little bit, but it is a big NFC Championship game, and probably the next big. I mean, this, like you said, this is our Super Bowl right now. This is kind of like the big game to the Super Bowl, but it's like the pre-Super Bowl. So it's exciting, and with the Niners now going back into Los Angeles, and playing the Rams, how do you? I mean, we're what 6-0, so people are like, there's no way you could do 7-0. Antonio, the Niners.
7 time is the charm. 7 time has got to be the charm.
7 time is the charm and a lucky number, right? And I know the guys going into this game got to be pumped. The defensive line. Hey, these guys been shutting teams down.
Right.
And I think that's what makes for me right now. That's what makes me so. I guess in a good, secure way that I feel that the Niners can pull it out because of the defense. I think the defense is just playing lights out. The top 9 guys on the defensive tackle, just beasts, all of them.
Right.
And, you think of the rest that these guys can get in, switching in and out. D'Amico Ryans is probably going to be, mixing these guys in and out a lot, so they're going to get good rest. We should see like a guy, Williams, who's the nickelback? Williams. K'Wan Williams.
K'Wan Williams.
He'll be back because I don't think he played.
He's been balling though.
He'll be back. And Ambry Thomas.
Thomas was out on the last game. I think Williams played. Did he get banged up in the game a little bit? But I think he.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if he played an interception.
He almost had an interception. And he had that big interception against the Rams. I think he had an interception against the Rams too. Or no, was it Dallas? He had the interception in Dallas, right?
Oh, you're right. I think you're right, Dallas.
He had the interception in Dallas. So here's the situation. This team we know each other. We got to stop Cooper Kupp, and we got to put pressure on Stafford and make him look like a Lions quarterback again.
Exactly. And the pressure is going to be coming up in the middle on this guy. D'Amico Ryan, I'm sure, going to have a lot of surprise stunts, coming at this dude and stopping this guy, because it's all about stopping that pass play. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's so effective. Got the strong arm. He can chuck it down there, as we all seen before. You saw the winning pass he did in Tampa Bay to Cooper Kupp, and he ain't afraid. This guy ain't afraid to launch it. I mean, that's what he's known for, his big arm strength. But like you said, it's all about getting the defense in there to shake and rattle him up a little bit, and not give him that time to throw. And hopefully, hopefully our guys, I'm sure there'll be 6-7 guys gonna be back there. You gotta, like you said, you gotta take Kupp out, because obviously that's his real go-to guy. But you gotta make them try to beat you other ways. You know what I mean?
Right. This team needs to be fired up. I know that this team is. I know. Look, they're fatigued. They had a hell of a game in Green Bay. Guys are banged up. Guys are. I'm pretty sure if this wasn't the championship game, we'd have guys missing this game. But it's time to play, and it's one game to and then you get a bye week. You get a week off after this game. So these guys need that week off. They need to win this game. Let's who's going to blow up on the Rams? Is there any good? Is Kupp going to be the guy? Is it going to be is it going to be their is Stafford going to have a big game? Who's going to have a big game? Is it going to be the Niners? Is this Jimmy G's game? Is this where Jimmy G just gets it together and no mistakes and has that game that we expect him to have? I mean, look, there's a lot of things that can happen here. But I think that this team sticks to the run. I think they stick to the, dialing it up on third downs, the defense dialing it up on third downs to put some pressure, and they need to get off the field on third downs. We need to control the ball on offense and stick to the basics. But is this that game where they have a perfect game on offense? I think our offense needs to do something soon. And we can't start slow. I just don't like how we've been starting slow in some of these games.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. I think, because of, Dallas actually, they drove right down the field on them and had scored. So that was a good start there. It actually got the lead, which is what we need to do on Sunday.
Right.
Of course, considering the weather conditions in Green Bay, I could see the offense, why they weren't, it was tough. You know what I mean? It was tough for both teams, but it was really tough for the Niners and, playing that weather. And it took them a while to find their groove and, near the end. And like you had said on the show last Wednesday, I mean, Jimmy did put together some good drives,
Right.
Unfortunately, he did have the interception, but he did drive down the field when he needed to get the field goal and win this game, and they, the guys
were dropping balls too in that game.
Yeah, they came back and they focused and they did what they had to do. But now you're back at the stadium where the weather condition is, you ain't dealing with no more below zero. Yeah, and these guys should be loose. They should be ready and just ready to get after it. And I think the Niners offense is I think they'll start out better than they did the last time we played them. Right. But Rams going to be, they're going to come out again hot. Probably ready, trying to punch us in the mouth again, and the adrenaline is going to be going on. And I just think the Niners know they just got to hang tough with these guys. It's going to be a defensive battle, really. I think it's going to come down their defense, our defense, and over the last few games, the Rams have been known to turn the ball over quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going to come down to, like what team's going to be the one that's going to turn this ball over too much to where it might shoot themselves in the foot, and hurt them in this game.
They haven't been sharp in the second half. I'll tell you that.
Tell
you that they have some flaws, and they barely got away from Tampa Bay. They almost gave that game up.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sitting here on my phone. Are we flying to Tampa Bay? I'm looking at Tampa Bay flights. I would have booked my stuff to LA sooner, but I wasn't sure. And then when that game ended, everything went and popped up. And so I was like, I wasn't ready to just, make a mistake like that just yet, because the Rams have been known to blow it. And
Yeah, you're right. I was doing the same. I told Nine go. I said, girl, just go ahead and book the tickets to LA because it looked like they're killing these guys. Tim, they look like they have a pulse in them. But like you said, can't count out Brady. This guy like the comeback king, and a lot of games, and for them to make it, make it what it was like, you better hold on a minute, and I'm in my mind, I was like, man.
But let's talk about that game. Let's talk about that game because I truly believe that Tampa Bay did not play well in that game, and they ended up tying that game up. But the Rams put pressure on Brady because their offensive lineman was banged up. He was getting blown up, and they just kept attacking their tackle. But then when they gave Brady the time, I mean, he was able to get something going, and then little by little chipping away. But this team, the Rams, kept allowing them to get back in that game, and so he kind of reminded me of the last time we were in SoFi and watching the Niners come back in that second half, going into overtime and winning that game. Here's the thing: we know that the Rams start fast. They're a really good first half team. It's all about the adjustments, whatever Tampa Bay had to adjust to, whatever they did. And they were little dump off running back screens. And maybe that's what we have to do with this pass rush. Maybe we need to start getting the running backs into the passing game a little bit. But I'm looking at that situation as a similar scenario that we can possibly be in because the Rams have been starting off pretty quick. And if we can slow them down in that first half and play a full game of football, none of these games have been blowouts on any team. So, I don't want to watch a close game. I actually want, like I was telling you, I want to drink some wine, eat some cheese, and be 55-10.
Right.
And,
exactly.
And take some selfies with my wife. But I don't know, man. I've been stressing the hell out the last few weeks.
Yeah, I know. Every game has been, definitely a heart murmur thing going on and stuff. Fluttering. The nerves, man, the nerves. But you're right. It's important. The Niners. I think you're right. I think the Rams. Yeah, they're gonna probably get their good little start, and they're gonna be feeling it. The crowd's gonna be feeling it. They're gonna be pumped. I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, just go ahead and use up all that adrenaline and energy, because the Niners. The thing, you're right. The Niners have been great at being able to just, they don't go away. Like, they keep, no matter how far behind they may be or get behind, they find that, they just keep finding the energy to just come back in these games, and just put on the best fight. It becomes just a dog fight. They come after you. They come after you, man. They ain't letting off. They ain't gonna let off. It's like, okay, you might got the best of us in this quarter, the first quarter, but we still got, 3 more quarters or 2 more quarters left. We got another second half, you know what I mean? And that takes a toll on players, you know what I'm saying? It's got to, it's going to be some wear and tear on guys, and I think the Rams, they felt it from that last game, they got desperate. And that's why, Stafford was like, hey, I'm going to wing chuck this thing up to Cup and see if he can get it. And look what happens. He got intercepted, And So Niners, they're going to be ready to dial up that pressure on Stafford, man, when they need to.
Yeah, third down is going to be a big down. And it's going to be a big pass rushing down. How we've been mixing it up. It's been working. But they know what's coming too. They have 2 games of tape on us. They've been watching what we've been doing. It's now execution. Can they stop what they know is coming? I don't think that this is oh my gosh, we didn't know that this guy was going to do this. And we know who they have in their offensive, artillery. Cooper Kupp has got to be slowed down, and we've done a good job against him. Yeah. The one good thing is Stafford is not a mobile quarterback, and for whatever reason, this defensive line always does well against non-mobile quarterbacks. Mobile quarterbacks, I get a little nervous about. Yeah. But that's the one thing that I do see. We stop the run. We're gonna stop the run again. That'll be not a problem. I mean, goal line stuff, that you can't, 5-10 yards here, but I don't think there's going to be a 100-yard rusher. This is going to be coming down to the passing game and to our pass rush defensively. Now, where it gets a little tricky is what type of Jimmy G do we have?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's going to be the ultimate question right there. Do we get Clark Kent or Superman?
yeah, and then I'm a little concerned about Trent Williams' leg, because they're looking at this tape, and Compton had a tough game, and they were blowing him up in Green Bay, and I hope that that's not a problem, because I haven't seen Compton get blown up so bad like that.
Yeah, that was the first game I ever seen him get blown up so much.
Right. So they're looking at that. They're gonna put some, and then they also see blood in the water, like sharks do with Trent Williams in this leg. So how bad is it? It's been pretty quiet on 49er.com, 49er web zone. All these sites have not really focused on these injuries, because these players are like, nah, it's a championship game. I'm gonna give it a go. But I look at it like, hey man, this is a game where everybody needs to be on point. So I worry about that kind of stuff, and how Debo is gonna run the ball. Debo's been everything to this team. I mean, this guy has had an amazing year, an All-Pro year, starter in the Pro Bowl year, and he might not be playing in the Pro Bowl if we make it to the Super Bowl.
Right. And you're right. Debo, if anybody, Debo has been certainly a gem to this offense. The way he's been utilized as wide receiver, running back, halfback, semi-quarterback, punt returner. I mean, this guy's been doing it all. And, I don't know. I mean, I think he does get a lot of recognition for what he does, but he should get more, I mean, I think the guy is just phenomenal. I mean, for this, I think he's really the prime gem to this offense, why we're doing so great now,
right?
Because he just adds that extra element of like, you don't know what you're going to get, and I think that really confuses a lot of teams. It makes it difficult for a lot of teams, because I mean, they're now seeing, obviously they got tape, and they know kind of little what to expect, but you still don't know how to prepare for an offense like the Niners, because you can be set up and fooled in a lot of ways, because Kyle Shanahan, he's a tricky guy. It's almost like a chess game. Like, okay, I know my moves, I know your moves, but like, what can I do to stir up this offense a little bit and show you something that you haven't seen before? And I think that's where Kyle has to be creative in this game. I think he's got to be a little more creative again. Showing different looks and just really mixing it up and getting more guys involved. I mean, it's got I was going to say, I lost my train of thought, but anyway, but like with that said, Jimmy has to have a good game. Hopefully his hands, strong and well enough to be able to throw. I know the thumb's still, been giving him problems. I've been throwing the perfect spirals neither lately, but hopefully he could get it done. I mean, I just hope that he just comes in with the confidence and focus that he needs, to just really get that offense going good,
Those were those some of those balls look like Nintendo Duck Hunt, man. But Joe Montana wasn't able to throw a spiral in 81 either, man. I remember like, man, 81 Joe, he was getting it done, but that ball did not have a little zip like
didn't have the perfect spiral
in the later, So this game is going to be huge. I'm just looking at this right now. Fun fact: we're going to be in the parking lot, and we'll know who we play by kickoff in the Super Bowl. So I said we'll know who we're going to play.
Yeah. That's right.
That's
right, Danny. Right on. Yeah. I think, and I think the Niners got to, and now defensively, I think the Niners also have to be prepared for the Ram offense, because I just know McVay's going to have some, he's going to have some tricks up his sleeve, no doubt. And I know he's going to come out with probably some things we haven't seen, so to speak, and hopefully the Niners are ready for that, prepared, because he knows he has to do something, to beat this defense, a strong defense, you know what I mean? And like you said, Kupp's been their guy. Higbee caught a lot of passes too in that last game, you know what I mean? So I think he's tight end, right? But so the guys they got to be ready for all that, and OBJ, he's been kind of he's not like the biggest threat anymore, but he's been stepping up in the last couple of games. He's been kind of hauling in some big time plays when they needed it, and so defense, got to be ready, man. I think that we can't be fooled and tricked again, especially on these punts. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like, this is all championship on the line. This is to the Super Bowl, and I just know McVay's going to have his guys ready, to bring some plays. And our defense has to be ready for it, and just expect anything.
Right. So looking at this last game, let's break down the stats. Jimmy G, in the last time we were in SoFi, he went 23 for 32. He had 316 yards passing, 1 TD, and 2 INTs. He needs to be better with that.
Yeah.
And then Stafford actually went 21 for 32 for 238 yards. He had 3 TD passes and 2 interceptions. So he did get off on throwing some touchdowns. But I mean, if you look at their rushing game, Sony Michael had 21 carries for only 43 yards. And you look at like how we're going to stop the run. But then you had Cooper Kupp, 7 receptions, 118 yards. He was on a 16.9 yard average. He had 1 TD. No one else contributed like that. So when you look at 21 carries for 43 yards, that's being stubborn. They wanted to give Stafford some breather. They didn't want to abandon the run because the game was so close. But here's the situation here. Elijah Mitchell had 21 carries for 85 yards in that game, and Deebo Samuel's 8 carries for 45 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 107 yards receiving on 6 receptions. And Deebo Samuel's 4 receptions for 95 yards. And then Juwan Jennings, I think, is going to be the key in this game, to be honest with you. He had 6 receptions for 94 yards. So I'm just breaking down these stats because this was just 3 weeks ago. So these guys that blew up, the Niners spread the ball around in that game. And, of course, it was a come from behind victory. But you see that Juwan Jennings mismatch. There's something about it, man. I think that there's something about that. I think that they're looking at all this stuff right now.
Yeah.
The only one that did something was Cooper Kupp. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp.
And I think that's who you got to shut out.
Down.
You got to shut it. Yeah, you got to shut his ass down. Don't let them beat you with Cooper Kupp. I mean, because like you said, he's been. We all know he's been the force in his offense. And Stafford's go-to guy. Got to shut him down. You're going to have to have one up in front and one behind at all times, and someone eyeing him like every single moment. Can't be these blown coverage like they had in Green Bay. There was that one coverage, I think, when Johnson let this guy go. I forgot who it was. It wasn't Adams. I think it was somebody else. But he got by, and then they got downfield.
Was Johnson? Johnson was covering.
Was covering him, and Ward was been covering the top, but he wasn't. He was kind of like way off to the other side, and he gave up a real big play, and can't have that. Can't have that against the Rams this time. So the guys need to be locked in. Defense need to be locked in and ready. But make them beat you a different way. Don't let them beat you by Kupp. Let him do his thing and stuff. Because them two kind of get on the same page, they get hot. I mean, it's it could be a long day. A long day of football out there on the field, you know what I'm saying? Trying to stop that guy. So, yeah. But I just feel that Niners, I really know the Niners is going to bring the pressure like no other. And I feel Stafford, I think he's going to get sacked again another 4 or 5 times, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then when he gets rattled, you know what I mean? And he doesn't really play his best. So he knows what's coming.
This game is going to be wild. 135 yards rushing to the Rams, 64-yard rushing. I think that's going to be a key stat, right?
Yeah. No one's been able to run on us.
If you want Jimmy G to have a good game, you need this rushing game to be, take pressure off of him, and plain and simple. And this is just a team. I know we can beat them, but we just got to do it one more time. We got to do it one more time. It's like, these guys know us. We know each other. We got to play sound football. We know what we got to do.
Yeah.
And the fans are going to really help in this one, Chili Will. I truly believe the fans helped last time. I think there's going to be more Niner fans than last time at this game. I think that's going to be a huge factor. A huge factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will. It will be. And that I think it made the world of difference in the last game, why they came back. the fans, the faithful out there cheering them on. And oh man, you know what I mean? When they, they were feeling it, when they started coming back, and fans were cheering them on, guys, man, they were just like, let's do this. You know what I mean? Right. It was finally like a wake up call that second half, so the fans are always awesome. Fans are always awesome. And it's going to be a great, great turnout. I was going to go back though. Now going back a little bit though, back to like the Niners defense. Now I know the middle of their Rams offensive line, they say their guys ain't too, they're good, but they're not. That's like sort of like their weakness is more in the middle of the offensive line,
right? And
stuff. So I know there's going to be a lot of pressure on Eric Armstead, who's been playing lights out.
Yes,
football that last couple of games. I think he could really be looking to have a big game come Sunday against the Rams. And like you said, we don't know the situation with Trent Williams quite yet. I know they're saying that, he definitely wants to come back and play and plans on it, but who knows for sure until game time. But Colton, right, that took over for him last time, big guy, and he didn't do such a bad job. But then you got to worry about playing up against what's the guy from Denver that they picked up, defensive end.
Yeah, they got the Hall of Famer.
Well, I picture his face. I can't think of his name. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But he's been kind of stepping up his game too.
Von Miller.
I mean? Von Miller. There you go.
Yeah,
Von Miller.
Yeah, Von.
The man's been bringing he's been kind of bringing up the pressure too. So that left side is going to be really important. You know what I mean?
He had a sack.
Yeah,
he had 3 tackles, 1 assist, and a sack. I'm looking at it now. Last week. Stafford went 28-38 for 366 yards, Chili Will, and 2 TDs. And then, Cooper Kupp had 9 receptions for 183 yards and 1 TD. But after that, look at Odell Beckham, 6 receptions, 69 yards. No one else. Mm-hmm. No one else. Yeah. And then, you had Cam Akers. He had, again, 24 carries for 48 yards. The guy is not – he's a 2-yard average rusher. So, look, if Stafford wants to pass 38 times in this game, he's going to get eaten up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, he's going to get eaten up. And our linebackers are too good to allow this little dink and dunk stuff. They're too fast. That's been another success thing too. Is
they did an exceptional job in Green Bay on that linebacker unit.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we got one guy. Everybody needs to know where Cooper Kupp is at all times.
Yep, that's the key. That's the key to take. If they're going to try to beat us, they don't let them be through Cooper Kupp, man, because that's the guy that's going to most likely hurt us the most. He's going to, he's going to get his a little bit here and there, but got to shut him down. Got to
take him out. Take him out of the game.
Mm-hmm. And that's what they need. Someone just needs a. Man, hit the hell out of this dude and
put a Ronnie Lott helmet on him.
Yeah, there you go. Put a Ronnie Lott special on him and stuff, and just knock the hell out of this dude, man. And just let them know we're here. We mean business. We're here to play that bully ball that they're talking about so much. We're gonna get bully on you.
I'm more impressed on the amount of receptions he makes per game. I mean, he's a workhorse.
Yeah.
He is a true workhorse, and that's Stafford's, go-to guy. And everybody needs to know that if I'm playing this game, I know that where it's going. Mm-hmm. Let someone else beat you. Someone else beat you. And
exactly.
These two coaches, Shanahan versus McVay. This is such a strategic 2 group of guys. They're offensive gurus. The first 15 plays that they both write up are always amazing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be paying attention to that first 15 play script on both sides, because this is going to be the tempo of the game, because those first 15 scripted plays are going to determine what adjustments they need to make offensively. And if Shanahan is rolling early, then what adjustments is the Rams going to make on that? And normally we play bully ball. So if we're going to be rolling, that means the running game is going to be rolling. And I kind of want to see, like I said, we had 3 guys that almost had 100 yards in the last time we played them. I want to see Deebo Samuels get in on that passing game a little bit too, man, because he's been amazing running the ball, but I truly believe we need to get a little lead here and we need to start off pretty fast.
Yeah.
So I'm all for Shanahan's decision on his play calling, but I do know that let's start faster than what we have been starting, because Dallas, we started fast and then we kind of slowed down in the end, and you're just like, guys, come on,
so
that was unnecessary.
Ourselves in the foot a little bit. Yeah, got a little clumsy, with the ball, and just weren't execution wasn't there. We were just, somehow we were just falling out of that little bit of rhythm that we had going in the first half. But let's talk about special teams.
Yeah,
special teams. Because I think our special teams get overlooked quite a bit, and they've been something. Right. And so far in this playoff series, man, Hightower has got these guys playing really great right now.
Right,
they're making plays, getting turnovers. We saw what happened against Green Bay with the big block by Ward. Ward got the first one, and then my man Wilson, right?
Yeah.
He got the big block, that went up in the air and got the touchdown off of that one. So special teams saved us, man.
Play.
Amazing play. We in that game we didn't we didn't get any scores from the defense, and we didn't get no scores from the offense. Really, it was all special teams, right? So
special teams won the game for us.
Yeah,
and special teams hasn't been our strongest part. And let's talk about special teams. The last time we played the Rams, they had a fake punt on us.
Mm-hmm.
We got to watch the fake punt. In this game. And, you talk about who would have thought that the special teams would win us the game in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And,
that's what they should call it, the special miracle of the special teams in Green Bay or something. I don't know, some kind of crazy fancy title like that. But yeah,
I think they're going to, if the Niners win the Super Bowl, they're going to go back to that game, and that's going to be called the block.
Yeah.
That's going to be called the block.
The block. Okay.
The block, because
the special teams block.
They block a field goal, and then they block that, punt, score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Tufuanga scores as a touchdown. That ball was in the air for 27 minutes in my eyes. I was 27 minutes. I'm like, dude, how much hang time?
It'll come back down soon. It'll come back soon.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, right in front of our team. They just happen to be right there.
Right.
No Green Bay players were around when that landed. So you talk about a play that we have never seen in such an important moment.
I know.
In the last 4 minutes, 50 seconds of the game, we're not doing nothing on offense. We can't even move the ball. You're starting to think, okay, this punt, this is a 4-down territory, and this is the game right here with 4 minutes on the clock, and we got to make something happen. But the special teams literally tied it up right there.
Yeah,
and
that was the turnaround, and that was just the miracle play, man. I mean, like, that kind of just set the tone of this whole playoffs for the Niners. Just this has been magic, I mean, it's been, and I mean magic in a good way that things are just turning out right for us. Like we're getting the the 50-50 luck of the bounce or stuff like that, and it's just falling in our hands. And I think when you see that, you can't help but think that, oh man, are we destined? Are we destined for this? We're gonna make it the Super Bowl. We're gonna make this happen again. So I think things like that. You see that, you just can't help but think like these guys are just destined to make it, the Super Bowl. And it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game on Sunday.
When the ball starts bouncing in your direction, that's
those little lucky bounces make a difference, man. Turnover. Yes, just like we talked on the show. Remember one guy mentioned about the San Francisco Giants at the 2009 or 10 season, right?
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of crazy. Remember a lot of crazy weird stuff was happening, like with some of the hits and everything, and just the way things were going on. It was like, wow, man, these guys they're just getting that luck, man. It was just
very
the little things that were making a big difference.
Very scrappy. They're just scrappers out there, man. They're taking anything, and it is a game of inches. It is a game of inches. You look at how close, there was moments in this Green Bay game where you're like, if they score 14 points on us, this is over. We're not moving the ball. This weather, I had no confidence when it started snowing. You know,
I know.
And we just were not clicking. And you know, it started to look like, you know, this running game of running out this clock. The game went pretty fast. So, you know, because of the running the ball, the clock is constantly moving in this game. And, you know, we
I
get
don't
up
think
at
the refs were
5.
trying to call too many penalties because they wanted to get out of
They
there.
want to get out of
You know
there.
what I'm saying? I think the whistle was staying in the pocket, wasn't in their mouth very much.
Yeah. Shanahan's nose was red. I was like, man, he needs someone get him a heater. You know what I mean? He looks freezing out there.
Know.
So you this game. And here's the thing too. We played Saturday, so we had an extra day. We had an extra day rest, and I think that's important.
Yeah,
that's important right now. That extra day is everything on these guys.
A little extra healing time. Oh yeah,
little treatment, and you know. So
and then we played the late game on Sunday. I mean,
yes, and then we got a little bit of time.
So, I can't give that a little bit extra rest.
Guys are going to be in there stretching, watching that game early. You know, because Kansas City and Cincinnati. Let's talk about that. Like, is this going to be the third time we see Cincinnati in a Super Bowl, or is this going to be the rematch?
I know
of
it's
the
that
KC
ironic.
Game? This is the rematch.
Exactly.
Look,
and that's why, you know what? I'm really expecting like this thing. I mean, I know as great as Kansas City is, don't you just feel like the weirdest thing is going to happen on Sunday between those two teams, man? You know,
look. I got people that say, I got people that are telling me I want us to see Cincinnati. Here's what I want to see. I mean, no matter if people are against it or not, the world ended when we lost to KC. Right. Okay. Coronavirus hit, pandemic for 2 years. The only way to fix this is to beat their ass in the Super Bowl. Excuse my language.
That's right.
But let's get this world back. Yes, because I you know, that one really bothered me. And you know, we don't get to pick who we play. We haven't dodged anybody. We're that boxer that just has to go at who's ranked number 1. We fight that guy every time because we were ranked 6th coming in. Yeah. We've been on the road, man. We've been on the road. So this is going to be amazing.
Exactly.
You know, let's just get this win, man. We're on the birth of a Super Bowl, and we're talking about this, and we're not supposed to be here. We're week 3. We go on a 4-game skid, and we're talking in those days, Chili Will, like, are we even going to make the playoffs? We barely get in the playoffs in an overtime game against Rams, and we're in the championship game right now. And we talked about this on your last show last week. What if we go to LA and then back to LA again and then back to LA for the Super Bowl? This is 3 times in 5 weeks. Or
that's crazy.
3 times in the last 5 games. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's true. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Is. And that like I said, I think that's the miracle that's waiting to happen. You know, and I'm with you. I mean, I feel I personally want to see Kansas City. You know, because that was the team we technically lost to. You know, well, we did lose, but I feel
refs helped.
I just felt that we weren't dealt with. Yeah, I felt like we weren't dealt. And I'll say it all my life, we weren't dealt a fair hand in that game, and I just want to be able to go up against these guys again without a biased referee, you know, NFL referees in there trying to, you know, favor a certain team, because I feel like, again, in 2019, the hype was all about Kansas City because it was like the first time in 50 years. And it was like the storyline, you know, I mean, you could tell the storyline was that. And, you know, they wanted to see this, and Mahomes, a new guy, you know, just come in there and get this done, you know. And the Niners, like I said, Niners was stomping on their ass the whole game. I mean, it was looking very impossible for Mahomes to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, because of certain little calls here and there that you know, should have been called or didn't get called, whatever. You know, really, I think really determined the outcome of that. You know, or you know, in Kansas City's favor, and we kind of got screwed by it. So, like you said, redemption is in order, man. We have to get back at these guys, but first we gotta get past the Rams, which again we know is going to be a big challenge, you know. But I think we all feel, I mean, I'm faithful, I'm sure we all feel that we got their number, you know. And this defense, I even heard, I think it was Greg, sorry, not Greg Papa, but I was on the radio to listen to Greg Papa, who's the guy that he does the commentating with on the games? Who's the other gentleman, the big guy?
Yeah, I know who
you're talking about, right?
I can't think of his name.
He was saying
Used to be, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The big burly guy. But anyway, he said, he goes, I really feel that, I think it was him. I really feel that the Niners defense is better than the 2019 Super Bowl defense.
Tim Ryan.
And, and I really agree with them. I felt the same way. I go, our defensive tackles that we have now, I mean, yeah, minus Buckner. Buckner obviously was a stud. We miss him, but I think we picked up some great players to really fill his role and then some, and we don't even have Ford or Kinlaw anymore, but, we got, Montague is doing great. Abakam, you know what I mean? He stepped up. Key, these guys, you got 3 or 4 guys that come in here and just really help turn this defense around and even make it stronger than what it was in 2019 in my book. I think based on that, that's probably why we have a good chance to get back to the Super Bowl and winning it all, because they're on the level right now. These guys, now that the defense have come together and understand their roles and what they have to do, they learned the coverages and everything. D'Amico Ryan's got these guys all laser focused now. Everybody knows what they have to do. They're going out there and they're killing it right now. And it's clicking at the right time.
Look, you look at one of the best weekends in playoff history in the NFL.
Yeah.
All these games were close. Yeah. Every game could have went either or. That's true. We're in it. We weren't supposed to be here. We're underdogs. We've been underdogs this whole time. We were in the NFC West. We had 3 teams that went in: Rams, Arizona, and then us. And we were the third team to get in from that group. We barely made it in the Super Bowl or in the playoffs, because of the Saints and, Philadelphia was the 7th seed, which is a new seed that was placed into, they allow a 7th seed. We're here. We're still here. We're in the championship game. Yeah. Every team, what was the first seed was Green Bay. We beat Green Bay. Now you had Dallas. What was Dallas?
Now we're number 1.
Now we're still underdogs. We're still 3-point underdogs in this game. They don't respect us. And this team has a chip on their shoulder. And then, hey, we handle business here. We're going to be underdogs again. And so let's just keep it rolling, man. Let's just
that's why we're not getting no love, from all the quote unquote analysts in these big stations and stuff, because we're on what they call the 6 seed run. You know what I mean? 6 seed run. Which happens is the 6 seed run, and which happens to some teams where they just happen to fall in the door, you know what I mean, and just cause havoc, and that's us right now.
They call it the Cinderella season when the 6 seed, it's very magical. And we're one game away from a Super Bowl berth, and it hasn't really hit me. I've been so busy this week, Chili Will. I think that when we start driving up to this game, because I'm going to drive up with the wifey tomorrow, and I think that this is just it's going to hit me then. I think when we're at these events, it's going to, we got to embrace it. We got to just smell the air, enjoy. And then when we get to that stadium and it's game day, I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to be locked in, man. This is like, I'm excited to see you, your family. I'm excited to have my family with me, and friends. This is the way to go, man. You're with your close people, and we're all stressed out. We're all stressed the hell out, and everybody's spending money. Everybody's spending money. Hey, bro, you want to get your bucket list.
That's what you do for a team you love.
Hey, you want to get
that's
your
what
bucket
you do
list.
For the team you love, man.
Come out to the tailgate, get your bucket list ready.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
This is the game. This is the game right now, and they're not going to respect us in this game. They're not going to respect us if we make it to the bowl. And this fan base. This fan base has a chip on their shoulder right now, too, because Ticketmaster didn't even respect us. You know what I mean? They don't respect us in LA. Exactly. No one's respecting the Niners, and people are fired up. We are a 6 seed fan base fired up, and I'm pumped up over that. I gotta make sure I save my voice. You know what I mean? Because I've been losing my voice the last 3 weeks.
I know. That's right, man. You're gonna be drinking a lot of hot tea, a lot of hot water, and lemon.
Yeah.
Every day.
So I'm excited.
Keep those vocal cords nice and warmed up. Cause we need you on Saturday. Matter of fact, talking about this weekend events, and I know you're the one that always puts together these great flyers and stuff for everybody, and get them out there and post. But let's talk about that real quick, and just let's talk about what's going on Friday night, and Saturday real quick. If you could touch on that, let me see if I can bring it up.
Right.
There it goes. This is basically the 49er itinerary, for Los Angeles and stuff. So I'll go ahead and let you touch on that real quick before we go and close things out.
First of all, let me just share some story on this flyer. So this flyer is dope, right? I had a song. My buddy goes, you know what you should play with this when you post that? I said, what? You should play Ice-T Colors. Because it was a blue and red. It was a blue and red thing.
Colors.
I said, we need Ice-T in the parking lot now.
The Crips.
Yeah.
The Bloods and the Crips, boy, right here. Oh, so I gotta come in with my Crip walk, my blood walk, coming out, right? Coming up there.
So we had some stuff, and I'll share, and I won't get too much into it. And it had nothing to do with the song Colors, but leading into this flyer, the last time we were out there, we had it so cracking that the NFL sent my boys over at the Saloon Squad and Levi South a letter looking for Tone Arvelo Productions throwing parties in the parking lot that you can't do at SoFi Stadium. They got my name on this. So I was like, right. I told my family, I made it. I'm on the NFL's most wanted list.
Right.
So I was very proud. So what we did was we didn't put any SoFi logos on this thing. If you notice, there's no SoFi logos, so that I am not making the NFL's most wanted list this week. So what we're going to do is Friday, we're going to do karaoke. I'm a big karaoke fan at the garage. This is the Saloon Squad's bar. And they have a DJ karaoke, and I think that's going to be a little fun. 8 p.m. to 12 on Friday, and then Saturday is going to be the big party, Tom's Watch Bar, which is official 49ers event. There's going to be some special guests. There's going to be raffles. Hopefully, we can win those tickets. Chili will. They're going to be raffling tickets, man. I'm going to MC that. J-Mo's going to DJ it. My brother J-Mo, DJ Dugo. And here's the flyer right here, sponsored by Zenny. Get your gifts, get your swag. Shout out to the 49ers.
And they always give out some nice glasses, man, Zenny. So you gotta make sure you show up and get some nice free glasses, man. Really nice. I got about like 5 pair from the last couple of road trips.
What I love about this event, though, is it's all these Niner fans that are all on the internet, all on social media. You get to meet everybody, man. Everybody's here. This is the one, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then there's going to be a night event. So we got the next event, and then there's at Maracas Cantina. That's going to be it's going to be from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's going to be hosted by the 40 Winos. They're another good group out there in LA. Winos. They're bringing like 2 Banda bands. They got RBL Posse performing. We got some live performances in the park. That's going to be all on Sunday.
That's going to be crazy.
Pink Lot
on Saturday.
Well, that's going to be their Saturday night event from 2 to 7.
Yeah.
But RBL Posse and all these Bond events, they're going to be on Sunday too. So they're going to collab with us. And they're all on the same aisle as us. And that's going to be, I'll give you guys a little story. We're already at like 250 sales in wristbands for the tailgate. And wonderful. then we're going to have another. We're leaving a spot open for people to buy wristbands at the meet and greet. But then, you have the 40 Winos, they're already sold out. So you're looking at a tailgate that might have over 1,000 people at it. And it's going to be cracking. And there was a long line for the taco line last time we were in LA. We got that problem fixed. So there's going to be a bigger staff that is going to be able to handle this amount of people. And remember, shout out to Saloon Squad. This was their first time ever hosting a game there, because this was the first year of SoFi Stadium. So there's little things that you learn. And we were talking about this, Chili Will. Me and you are going in with our families like pros. We've seen it. We know what to do now, because there was like getting in the parking lot, finding the location. Now we know. You kind of know, all right, this is going to be the spot. I know where it is now. And
now let me ask you this question real quick. Now, Do you know if they're going to be set up like kind of about where they were last time?
We're hoping that they're going to be in
that.
We're hoping it's going to be. They're trying to shoot for the same spot. So let me give you guys, if anybody's driving in to SoFi Stadium, the way it works is they assign your parking spot. You don't get to pick it. So what a lot of people have to do, if you have a big caravan of people, you got to meet up like at the Target or somewhere, and you got to drive in like a train, and you got to go, okay, me and the 5 cars are together, put us together, and they assign where you go. It's not like Levi where you're like, hey, go to pole, 20. You got to go to, you got to get assigned. So because they've done it, and last time we were in section J, pink lot, pole J, we're hoping to get that same spot. So it is an art, and this was the first time that they've done it. We learned walking in there. I was like, where the heck is this? Is all pink lot? What pole at pink lot? So there's a lot of
pink lot's very big, by the way.
Yeah.
Last time we were actually we were in a pink lot, but rather close to the arena. So we were almost literally across the street from it, a good walk still, but it was across the street. And, the main thing is just to really look for the flags, guys. If you look for the 49er flags, that'll hopefully help, little direction. But the lot is extremely huge. I'll probably, hopefully, and I'm sure you will, once we do know the exact location. I mean, I don't know if you got an Apple phone, sometimes they can do the Find My, or share your phone spot. You can do that option, or maybe just text, put on Twitter, whatever, or Instagram. Let everybody kind of know about where you're at and take a few pictures. So that might help folks kind of get an idea where you're at, So, so we'll have to work at it. We'll get it worked out and hopefully get all the fans and everybody, in the right places. But like I said, probably can't go too wrong because the pink lot basically belongs to the 49er faithful anyway. It's big, so you look to your left, right, sideways, you're going to see 49er faithful everywhere. So, just enjoy yourself and have a great time. And I also wanted to say, I think it did say on your flyer, the flyer that you put out that, make sure you kind of bring your gold jackets. Cause I think last time they tried to do a gold jacket photo and stuff, and that didn't quite happen, but they might try to do it again. So you want to make sure you have gold jackets.
Bring gold jackets.
49er gold jacket. Yeah,
it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like 70 degrees. So I get it.
I know that's the thing. I know that's the thing. It's like, man, I want to wear this hot thing.
You start drinking, it gets hotter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's going to be a blast. The meet and greets have been awesome. And when the 49er organization gets involved and gets behind these are the funnest ones. Yeah. I mean, go check out some of their pictures on 49er.com. Look up the invasions that they've done. They got some great pictures of the history of these things. And that's the great thing about traveling. Niner fans, people ask, how do we travel so well? We put this itinerary together, and every time that we do it, there's a meet and greet, there's a Friday event, and then there's the tailgate. And there's a lot of work that goes into this. Shout out to Levi South. Shout out to my boy Vic. Shout out to, Ivan. Shout out to Raj, man. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes here that and we had 1 week to prepare. This wasn't like, oh man, in a couple of months we're going to be in LA. This was 1 week. So you had people scram. I have not had a chance to really embrace this game yet because we just finally got everything finalized. Around. Yeah. And, we're on the road again. We've been on the road. And, what we do for this team, this fan base, we're the best fan base in the world. I am so happy to be around everybody that is just great people. And how we travel well. I've had people call me I haven't heard from in 10 years. Are you going to the game? I'm thinking about going to the game. It's like, man, I'm having conversations. Conversations like, I'm like, yo, bro, like I need to get to work.
I got them hitting me up too, man. And like, hey man, did you get your tickets yet? Where you staying at? What hotel you at? And I'm like trying to help them out with some information or even help find some good deals, because it's LA, a very expensive little city to be in, especially on a big game weekend like this. So, of course they're going to try to make their money, jack all the prices up for everything. So, gets tough, but you do a little search and you can find some good little gems, good old hotels, they're not too bad and not charging too much, might be a little more on the outskirts, but hey, LA's LA, it's always a 15, 20-minute ride from wherever, one of these suburbs, right? So,
And there's going to be a lot of good things too. Like if you're coming up and you don't have any Niner gear, my boy Ant, hella fitted, he's gonna have everything. He's gonna have. We sold out a lot of the jumpsuits. Show him the jumpsuit, Chili Will. Show him the shirt.
Yeah.
Show him.
Let me show you.
Yeah. So see these jumpsuits. These are hard right here, man. And so everybody's wearing red on the sleeve action. Everybody's wearing red on Sunday, so make sure you are matching with the crew. We're gonna march in as a group at 2:30. 2:30, the entire Empire and everybody in that stadium is marching in. We did that in Dallas. It was amazing. So this is going to be the game. We're on the verge of going to the Super Bowl. Chili Will. We're gonna know.
I know.
We're gonna know. We're gonna know after Sunday.
I feel it. I feel it. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be just a great game. We're gonna pull this thing out, and we're gonna be on our way to a second Super Bowl in 3 years, man. And it just doesn't. That's just priceless. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that, for your football team, especially in the NFL. Okay, let's see. I think I covered pretty much everything. I do know, I think you touched on they are going to set up TVs perhaps in the parking lot. So, let's face it, some faithful might be a little tough to get tickets because they are getting a little pricey. I understand that's it's hitting the pockets pretty hard for a lot of people. But don't let it stop you from coming down and be able to, hopefully we're going to be rejoicing and partying, man, after this thing's over. We're going to be celebrating going to the Super Bowl. They're going to be televisions out there in the parking lot for people to watch. So you will be able to see the game. So there's going to be a lot of things happen like that. So
and there's going to be a viewing party.
Be aware of that. And,
there's going to be a viewing party too for those who can't make it. They're doing a viewing party at the garage on Sunday.
That'll be in
so
the
a lot of
parking
people
lot, right?
will be. No, it's another venue. So a lot of people are going to end up leaving and going to this viewing party.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool. It's total options. And but there are going to be TVs. There's going to be food, drinks.
I know somebody's trying to bring a TV out there at the parking lot to watch the game. If they can't go in. So,
well, we're going to have TVs for the early game too, because there's going to be an early. We got to watch who we're going to play in the Super Bowl too.
Exactly. Oh, Kansas City. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and I'm excited about that. But so faithful, if you're traveling down there, just be safe, and we look forward to seeing you down there. Look for myself, Chili Will, and Antonio. We'll be out there just having a party. Like you said, J-Mo's going to be down there DJing, man, and it's always like a club, man. It's like, the best outdoor tailgate 49er club happening, and music's great. You're going to just be enjoying yourself. The weather's going to be great. I mean, 70s, you can't even ask for better than that. I mean, it's not too hot, not too cold. It's kind of like perfect. That's like, just for me, I like it. 70.
We got RBL Black Sea's going to perform in the parking lot. We got a couple of other artists that are going to perform. Tommy Nello, he does the Niner Empire song. He's going to perform. There's going to be some special guests. So there's going to be a lot of talent out there. You're talking at a tailgate that's going to have about 1,000 people at it, maybe 700 people. And so there's going to be make sure to pay attention who you might be standing next to. It could be somebody special.
Exactly.
People don't recognize you. Like, you're standing next to Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be special, man. I can't wait. I know you got to get to going because you got a long drive, and I got to get going. I still have to finish packing up and catch this flight today. So, and get ready for this weekend, man. So again, I thank you so much, Antonio, for being on the show and doing the pregame huddle. And of course, I want another quick shout out to the 49er faithful that's been supporting me. I'm up to about 600 subscribers, and that's really been exciting. All the videos, man, getting a lot of views on there, and we like to hear from you guys. Always leave comments in there, and hey, what can we do to make things better and enjoy, and make this 49er Street Squad better show, and like I said, it's family. It's family. And again, Antonio, can't thank you enough, my brother. Can't thank you enough. And I look forward to seeing you down there this weekend, man. Especially that karaoke, man. Can't wait to see you sing some BBD, man. Come on.
BBD, man. Yeah. Congratulations on the followers, man. And congratulations on the show. I've been having fun. And I thank you always for bringing me back. And this has been awesome, bro. Look at, man, we're in the... You do the show. You need to do next year's show because we're gonna be in the Super Bowl again. I mean, this is a good luck show. This is a good luck show.
Oh, we're off and man. We're gonna be off and running, man. This is special, like you said. It's just magic, man. I've been telling everybody this is just a magic season. Let's enjoy it. Let's embrace it, man, and let's just, and let's do it together as the faithful, man, and just do it in a great, fun way that we know how to do it.
Right. You follow Chili Will, 49er Street Squad, everyone, man. Yeah. This has been fun, man. Thank you so much, Chili Will. Tell Niner Glow hello. I'll see you guys in LA.
I will. And you and your queen have a safe drive down there. Get in touch with me when you get in and let me know. And we'll get together. We'll hook up.
For sure, bro. For sure, man. You have a safe travel. See you in a few.
All right, my brother. Okay, once again, I want to thank my man Antonio Vela for being on the show. 49 Street Squad pre-game huddle, man. Rams, we're coming for you. We're coming for you because we are not done yet. And that has been set very clear from Jump Street, baby. And you guys trying to hold them tickets from us, because guess what? You just pissed us off more. We're gonna have more 49er faithful fans in there. And you think it was bad last time? You guys wait till Sunday. That's all I got to say. But remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the Niners are finishing strong. So you stay 49er strong. You guys be safe. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you out there this weekend. Let's do it. Let's get this victory, okay? You guys, we love you. Be safe getting down there, and we'll see you soon.